6:33. I got a whole lot of this word to pull out. Matthew 6:33 has a deep meaning, and it has a deeper, even more profound effect on my life. I remember when I was incarcerated in the county back in my wayward days. That scripture, I wrote that scripture down, posted it on the wall, and I used to read to it every day. I will pray about it. I will fast on it. I would even fast for others, lifting them up before the Most High to forgive their sins and to free us from jail. I remember all of the prayer and fasting. It reminded me, and I used to like in that time too, Paul, when he was arrested and went in that jail. Uh, um, uh, Peter, when he was arrested and went in jail, and the angels came and freed them. And it happened to me. I spoke it, I declared it, and stood on it, and seen the glory of it. Why? Because I believed it, and I did the work. Faith without works is dead. So Matthew 6:33 has a deep, profound meaning to me. But seek ye first the kingdom, which is the king's dominion, the Father's dominion. That means to seek him at his word, fam. The king's dominion of God and his righteousness, meaning his right rulership. You're operating as an ambassador of the kingdom, so you want to be in right standing with the king. And all these things shall be added unto you. What things? The things that we think we need to go ask the Democrats for and they steady bananas. The things we waste all this energy and time making these videos about possibilities when you have the concrete word that's right there. All you got to do is test it and try it. Test it, put it to the test. I bet he won't let you down. Think about it. Because when I sought him, that's how I was able to attain A, B, C, and D. It wasn't going through the world. You got an example right here. Yes, I had a job. I had a good job, fella. I had a good job, but I'm one who was always chose to work for myself. Then I decided to get a job. The experience was crazy. It was different. I had to go and adjust to being under the rulership of a man. I didn't like it because I'm like, that's no, you went to school so you can do what he doing. Especially when I was in there working and the shade from not the brothers that people that was working there, but from management. I'm like, oh, these cats funny. This cat must be mad because he ain't still in the field. You know, one older than I'm 52, I'll be 53, so he had to be in his late 50s, middle late 50s, early 60s. Like, this cat here funny. But that was a learning process. And I learned a lot about myself, a lot of value in what I learned that I do offer. You know, being able to assess these automobiles um, and that, solve these problems and help these customers, especially. They be so happy. They ain't got to go nowhere and constantly. Like I dealt with an issue on a car, and I'm like, okay, you got the car diagnosed. They tell you, and some people just constantly be like, well, I think it's this, and they'll buy the parts instead of okay, once you relay this information to the technician, then it's on him. That's when his teaching, his training kicks in. He shouldn't be going off based now. If it's an apparent problem based on what you said, yeah, okay, I'm still going beyond what you told me. And I'm going to diagnose this car. Probably give it a 30-point inspection. Look under the hood, look at the body work, the suspension, look up under there, look at how the integrity of the body, if it's any dents or any apparent problems that I see. You know, electrical problem, any wiring damage, any type damage or anything is then on me after you explain the initial your problem is on me to go behind you and then give it a thorough diagnosis myself. and I'm capable of testing parts out myself to determine if they're effective or if they're defect. Then comes the recommendation on on what should be replaced. I missed that. That's what I brought to the table, which is the mindset. I never worry about jobs. That's why I don't worry about jobs because I chose to go to school to learn a trade that can take care of me and my dependents. Have I made the right moves to put myself in place? In the right place? No. But that's been my course as of these latter years of my life. Come off the streets, clean all that up, learn who I am, surrender my life to the Most High, and be a servant and service people. I have talents and gifts. I've been serving these people for a long time. I done gave more auto repairs away and free diagnosis away to the people because I understand. But at some point, you got to realize you can't complain. Then, yeah, we trust in the Most High is gonna provide. But the desire of my heart was to learn that trade, and He gave it to me. Now I have to properly manage it. So that means you can't just give it away. Not even and I use it like that. Okay, I might not have no money at a time, and say it's one of these fake holidays people following. People get offended if you don't buy them nothing. Well, you got a car, I might give you a free oil change. I got something I can give you to help maintain and secure your car so you can get back and forth. You know, you and your kids safely if you have dependents. You and your dependents, shall I say safely. you know. So, but that's not what I could do that, but that's not what I recommend. I recommend get the license, or yeah, get the license and buy you a place. Buy you a place, and you go in there and get it started. I got a clientele already. The work speak for itself. So it's nothing for me. But my problem is I need to get the resources. It ain't gonna happen me saving my money and this and that. No, I have to put myself in position because I'm one that do need what I'm offering and bring what I'm bringing. It's worth investing in. So I need to sit down with these bankers and share my world. You know what I'm saying? Because it's worth investing in. We need those, especially in our community. We don't have too many auto centers where they repair. Our people, I'm constantly hearing they going outside, but I'm like, then you have viable people right there in the community. They might not have no big old garage, but they carry the skill that the garage hired them for to so the garage can make money. The skill is with me. I don't need no garage. We don't need no garage. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride the city. I'd rather be riding the city all day. That's a job, not just for me, but that creates jobs. Because if I'm driving around and there's a problem, okay, I'm gonna call my road service, a person that I hire for road service, and have them come pick you up, and we'll take the car to the garage and handle it, or we'll deal with it right there. If it's something we can deal with right there, we'll deal with it, get you back up and running on the road right there. Or if it's something that needs to go to the garage, we'll tow the car to the house, we'll assess it, figure the problem. If it's something, we can tow your car to the house, or you can have it towed. I'd rather you have it towed because then people gonna be looking at that like, oh, he getting too much money, towing, he fixing. People will hold that against you, family. I'm learning. I have a caring, giving heart, but that don't mean everybody around me is gonna deal with me in that same manner. Because people don't do that, family. People have this idea of, and I was guilty of it at a time, but I was guilty of this. We got this idea of instead of you work, you eat, entitlement. That's that word. I It's like our people that fell into this mindset of entitlement, and that's just not the case, family. That's not gonna make it. Mm-mm. Hard work begets payment. You work, you eat. You did. You work, you eat. If you choose not to get paid for it, that's your decision. That's what you did. But yes, that's where I'm working. That's my goals to get the money behind what I'm doing so I can establish it. Even if I don't work in there, I have the trade skill. I can build it where I can rent the place out. A place where techs who don't have a garage, you see a lot of people that know how to really repair cars, but they don't have access. A lot of people don't have that access. And those who can contribute to it to see it come to fruition that will be invested, they don't see that. Like, really? I don't get it. But when they can't afford the dealership, they hurry up and call you. Oh man, no, oh, no, they charge you too much. No, you should have been tested me to see if what I produce solved problems. Well, we could have been eliminated the dealership in most cases, unless you necessarily have to go to them or another shop. But no, our people don't. It's just something we just don't do. And it's not. I'm not just saying all our people. I'm talking about all of us. I ain't talking about others and exclude myself, but which I do support. I'm trying to find places and people of us that that are creators, that are business people, that sell these products. I prefer to go through us first, and it's nothing personal to no other groups, but if we don't establish these things for ourselves, how are we going to leave our children or even have our children active now? I'm not waiting to leave my children nothing. I need that now. I tried some things last week, getting some credit, but I know through my credit score, they used to tell me, Dwayne, you never used credit. They gave me an F in usage and history because I never used the credit. I never had credit. Now I have had a student loan, but I never had credit, and I don't have no credit debt. Student loan debt about 6, 7 thousand, if I still have it. I haven't heard from the Secretary of Education lately. It's been a while. It's like once they stop the payments, I stop hearing from them, and I don't get an email from them no more. But I registered, and I seen the paperwork, and I need to go and look up that, go on that site and look that information up because they could have dissolved my debt. I owe number like six or seven. I don't even think it's a 7,000. Have I had the opportunity to? No. Even when I had a nice piece of change, I went and brought machines and tools that I could use to continue to make money because I understand. There's a lot we understood from youth. And I've been talking a long time, but that's why I'm at. When you get the funds behind it, because I have something to offer, we're gonna make money. I even tried to build a group, but group thinking is not always good because everybody not gonna go the way you go to procure that cash. Some people still choose to take chances. And like I said, I didn't outgrew that family. That's like the stalemate to me. I don't want to do that. We got skills. Why won't they invest in what we're doing by utilizing our services? We don't ask y'all for nothing. I don't understand my people. We're $1 trillion nation, but what we spend it, it's like we love buying. How my man said, we love buying assets that don't produce nothing. Like really, we don't. We don't buy assets. We buy liabilities. We love to spend money on liability. Open lines of credit to pay for liability. This is what I teach others. I get calls about cars all day, every day. To service them, no, not all the time. And then all the time, my people don't have that money, and that's why I stand strong though. Because just because you don't got no money don't mean I won't fix your car for you. That's an investment that I would take the opportunity, that I would take a chance on because I ain't worried about it. I remember when I used to be out there in them streets and I ain't had no problem giving credit because I was watching John Gotti and that's what I used to do. My man be like, what you want, my John Gotti? Going to collect my bread. I got a lot of bread out here. I need to go put the money. Need to go move around, go shake these trees and get to that money. But that's what it's all about, family. Owning, operating, and taking care. That's the whole conversation about. And taking care of them gifts that you have because they will make room for you. Meaning it will pop for you. You build that business. You put your heart and soul in building your business, and you do things the right way. Do the paperwork, get the accounts, get the address, virtual address, get the virtual phone number where you always it might be a real number. You can get in a whole contact with a service to provide that for your business. The more you have established, the more professional your business is established, the more these people gonna make offers. Then they gonna want to do business with you. The more you are established, you got things in place where they feel they can do business with you. It might shock them that you went beyond going through their systems and things, and you were able to establish your business and put the right things in place where you can scale this business and be able to make money, even with your YouTube. I'm gonna start offering my channel to brothers and sisters I know with products or offering the service. Man, let's get to the bread. You playing victim. Hebrews don't play victim. I'm sitting here talking about my trade skill and offering it. Ain't even playing no victim. You got it twisted. I'm playing to get to the bread, and I'm sitting here having to decide. Okay, lately I've been trying to get some credit in my name, and I'm like, no, you got to go through the business, pal. But then I understand you got to get some money. You got to get you some bread going. And then that came down to, okay, how can I do that? Some of these services you offer them at a reasonable rate. You might offer the people something more than what they're going to get at the shop or the dealership at a lesser price, where you can get a volume of people. Say brake jobs, instead of charging $100 for the back and the front, try to tell them get their own brakes, or you provide the brakes where you can make you have incentive to make more. Maybe I need to start doing that, which I could get a license for retail. I have a license for retail, which I can sell parts, but I have to get some things in place, and that's what I'm working on. This ain't no come on here to try to ask nobody for nothing, none of that. It's just the chronicles in the life of a black man who have awakened and found out he's a chosen seed of Israel. Now we're putting the things in place where we can, provide in a right, upright manner. I can't make the same decisions I was making last week. And although I do have ties to certain things, I'm not active in those things no more. Uh-uh. I'm not gonna go out there and do and live wickedly and do, bust a quick move. No, it don't work for me. Now I understand why. That's not what the Most High wanted for me. That's why it never worked. It stopped working at a certain point once you've been awakened. Once you've been awakened and now it's time to let that old man go. It's time to let that old woman go. That old way of thinking, that stinking thinking got to go. I can't go out there and bust a move with my Hebrew Israelite jacket on. Somehow I'm just gonna sell a little weed, go out the bam, then the people gonna look at you like sideways and they're not gonna trust you. Or they might, because our people, first thing we say, oh, I understand, you don't know what a brother got to go through. No, brothers and sisters, okay, you ain't got no business, you ain't got no job. I got this trade skill. You got a garage? Okay, we're going to pump up out of this garage until we get up and be able to rent us a place. Brothers and sisters don't want to do that. I holler at one of the guys like, okay, you drive. Okay, you ain't working, plus you do body work. Just road service. I need a driver. Crickets, family, but don't worry. It's going to happen. I'm determined and dedicated to seeing it happen. It's going to happen. I don't want to sit around the house and not be called all day. With this valuable information, how I give it, I want y'all to see how I roll with it. They love Wayne in action. I love to see you and Wayne, seeing Wayne in action. Y'all be like, okay, bro, handle this business, bro, do that thing. Yeah, it's coming. Hey, it's coming just as quick as it can. Yeah, I'm gonna get back in my Dickie uniform, put my boots on, from head to toe, Dickie, from head to toe. I got a special uniform I'm making for myself, but I'm going on uniform, put my boots on, put my pen on, and offer their service. You look like $1 million, you're gonna attract $1 million. Money is attracted to value. Do you have something? I posted that earlier on my Facebook, and I see they probably shadow banning my Facebook page. A lot of people that I used to deal with probably were seeing what's good with it, Playboy. Oh man, living, going through it to get to it, waiting on that phone call, sitting here talking about all these gifts we got. I'm waiting on that phone call. Wait, ready to go serve. I had a phone call earlier. I got a couple of calls to service some automobiles, but they talking about Saturday and all. I'm like, bro, Call me Friday then. Sitting here learning, kicking the bobos. Oh, that's my new word right there. Back to that. Chicago, kicking the bobos, but chopping up, talking about some real knowledge, motivating us to be bosses, motivating us to have that attitude of each one teach one, come one body, one spirit, one people, support one another's endeavors, as long as it's righteous endeavors, anybody trying to scam you and slick you, no. Provide services. We can provide, bottom line, we can provide our own services and build our own kingdom. We're $1 trillion, we spend $1 trillion a year. We can channel that $1 trillion a year into us and have something in place that can offer to bring our people up and pass that to the next generation, and the next generation. Motivate, staying motivated. What's going on with you? Staying motivated against all odds. You know, we got a lot of energy that says you can't do. I just be sitting back laughing. I don't generally stay in no house all day. I ain't got no call, so I'm like, well, I'll kick back. I went for a walk earlier. I went to go get some honey about 7, so 8 o'clock. It wasn't too bad out there. I got one call, but it wanted to get the action. So I said, I just stay in and create. Plus, I got some new designs that I created. And I don't even know what color shirt. I was sitting back, and then I got these jackets like I was speaking on. I got to bring out. I'll even sell them blank. It really don't matter, but I want to put something on them because that's what it's for. That's what I do, sell custom design apparel. Retail, baby. No, we ain't over here soaking in no talking about what America. It ain't America holding me back. It's knowledge. If you don't have knowledge of a certain thing, that's how you can hold yourself back because you got ample time to stop and read. Turn the phone off, turn the TV off, grab a book, or if you own the phone and it should, I know it's some form of business on there you can watch instead of listening to people talking about, oh, forget men. I hate men. They ain't nothing. They ain't no protectors. They ain't no providers. Excuse me. Are you providing the right spirit to nurture that type of, to nurture that? Are you invested in seeing that coming to fruition, or you just on the sideline hating because you see some greatness in them that you don't got, or you don't know you got? Crazy, family. And then you have those, but you got even those that's awakened and know they chosen. You got to be wise. Choose your battles, family. You're gonna have some battles, real tough. But that's your power that you're awakening, family. When they go talking that stuff to me, I spit the word out. They be like, huh? Family, I'm not arguing with you. Now, I did a little hollering and fussing earlier, but I had to repent of it. Go sit back, chill. And I made like 5 or 6 videos speaking about that. If you try, you know what you got to stand on. You standing on the word. Don't belittle yourself to try and win an argument, because in the end, then the enemy realized that all I got to do is say a word. Like, it agitates me for people to say what you not, and this is what you do every day. But then I got to realize it's not about you, pal. You caught in the flesh. You don't want nobody to speak about your credibility, your character, what you really about. But you caught up in the flesh, huh? You know what you do. Whether you got on a uniform or not, when they call you, Johnny on the spot. Yes. How can I serve you? You being of help. You know you do that. Niggas know you do that. But the enemy will come and whisper a word, and they shouldn't be able to piss you off because you should be operating on a higher level. That's all. You got to get off the 3D and levitate. We studying things of the Father, so that means my heart and my mind should be geared towards their way. And that's what I'm on. A lot of people don't like that, man. And they cause problems, and I'm tired of that. I'm going to run their ass down with this truth. That's for sure. You ain't finna dim my light, and I ain't finna be going through all that cussing and fussing with that wicked spirit. No, 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 no. I know how to move around. Cutoff game is real. You weren't born with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Most I sent you here on purpose. You can get entangled with them and trying to please them in their flesh if you want to. It'll never happen. Please, Most High. And with that, shalom. Shalom. They liking the videos everywhere. I appreciate that energy. That's what's up, TikTok. Like, hit the like button. Hit the like button. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear all that bull crap talking about, well, America said this, America. So that means I need to go hit the lab and come up with a plan where I won't fall victim to that. There's no sure way, but I'd rather have a plan in place and literally working it, regardless of what they talking about. I don't care if it's making $10 a day, that's yours. Hold fast to it and move it when it needs to be moved. Other than that, put it up. You know how to save money. You ain't got to go spending your money and wasting money and getting yourself going to accumulate non um non what are these debts? People so non I can't think of that word, but we'll go use a credit card to incur so much debt, but non-productive debt, non-producing debt. We'll go get indebted by paying off for what? Christmas just passed. I'm quite sure a lot of people, I've seen a lot of them spend a lot of money. A lot of them weren't paying on cash, they was using credit cards. You know what I'm saying? And with that comes a debt. That is non-productive. It's not productive. But that's a dead asset. Non-producing asset. We got producing assets, not non-producing assets, fam. You got to be wise. You live, you learn. You die, forget it all. Yeah, that's how men talk. What's up, Playboy? You ain't street. That's what I be trying to tell you. You always in the catch up, and the mustard and don't know how to catch up. You should just sit back and observe and see what spirit come behind certain words when people say things. I watch what spirit come behind them. Okay, I can tell. That's who we are. We the chosen. Most High gave you the spirit of discernment. It's in you, and it's in everybody that look to Him and trust and believe on Him. Trust that. When you going down the street and you hear that bark, first thing you do is look around. You step into the spirit of discernment. Why? Because you don't want to get your tail ate up. So to be aware is to be alive. You're going to pay attention. You dig? It's real. And it's just that simple. We got nothing to do with religion and none of that. Simplified for you is life. Because it's the truth. It's the truth, man. And like I said, I hate not doing nothing, but I'm doing something because I'm learning to fortify the things that I believe and know, even in being still. I'm not really being still, but I'm being still. I'm being still. It's nothing to go run out. It's okay to be still. No, it ain't. I'm a man. I should be at work. I'm having conflict over here. You know, like what? But my people know that ain't no telling. I'm like, they ain't no. I ain't pressing for no calls, but I might get that call. That's how it works. I might get that call at 3, 4 o'clock. So I'm enjoy this moment where I got it. And now I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. How I'm gonna design this shirt. I got these Bulls prints. Vinyl. I got these Bulls vinyl cuts. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. They just gonna have to send me a cease and desist. I'm trying to get that bread. I ain't taking my like video. Or you over there hating on video and you like video. I'm trying to bring some variety to the video. I don't think it's all about you like video? Or you talk crazy on video? What's going on video? That ain't right. Come on there with all this. Bring you down, man. Should don't run you down. Okay, I'm gonna show it to y'all. I ain't worried about them people. You gonna get money. You did. I create these things. Somebody, woman, you worried about the wrong things. Maybe if you promoting your man, who you know your capable man, and ain't worried about no all that other stuff, because you are invested in your man and seeing him and what God has put in him come to fruition, instead of worry about everything these women talk about on their channels that they man. Brothers, don't become a victim of your woman's shenanigans, because she sit and listen to these women with problems all day that don't know how to solve their problems. Steady messing with a man that whatever he did to him. Common sense tell you, if that person can't change, have enough respect for you to want to change and do right, even though they could have been wrong. I ain't gonna, you ain't hear me say leave them. That person might really love you. They might be down on their luck right now, and they don't really know how to express themselves. They don't have that knowledge. They don't have that faith. They don't have that discernment to know God was talking to them. They've been taught religion. They don't see themselves in that high state, in that high place. Check these out, family. We definitely make them. It's my chosen. It's for the chosen seed of Israel. Who is that? That's God's kingdom. That's not just the house of Shem, even though we know Jacob's name was turned to Israel to represent what? The kingdom of Israel on the real. And that's that verse, Isaiah 41, 44 and 1. I did so many videos in the last 10 minutes, but it's all based on the word and how it intertwines in our real life, our daily life, and how we can use that. Because there's a lot going on, family, especially with all this killing and all this. People's heightened sense of awareness of everything wicked is at an all-time high. But the prophets, not the prophets, but the children of God, not just the prophets, yeah, the prophets, but the children of God should be able to use this word and the truth of it and knowing the times to help our people. I represent for Chicago, South Side. And all my letters that I create, like this font, they come layered. This is vinyl. Two layers of vinyl, which would make opposed to, okay, this print. This print is vinyl, but it's one layer. And it's not thick as this vinyl. This is a print sheet. I ran this through the printer, color printer. That's my little homie. That's one of my characters I sell too. One of the little homies from the Blizzard. And then this here is vinyl. So when you hear me say custom vinyl designs, this is what I'm talking about. This is two layers of vinyl. And this font, yeah, this is one font. You know, generally I use two fonts. Like this boards was created with two fonts. These are the same, but this is a different font. So you'll never get the same font styles. Well, one nobody ever had no be able to create no fonts I create. Because I don't use all the same design to create a word from a font. I might use multiple. You see the difference? We got the black and white, then we got the red and white. I did this one first and I said, okay, they didn't really catch me. Then I did that one. I said, okay, now the multiple letters, which are the board's colors, red, black, and white, that caught me. Children, I guess. But I'm trying to design a shirt with these. I got 4 of these prints, these vinyl cuts, and I'm trying to design. It's been on my mind for the last 2 days. And with that, I've been on here for 30 minutes. I made 7 videos. All praise to the Most High. Anyway, peace and blessings, y'all. It's time to roll.